Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka Ranking. I hope everybody basically had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. This is Black Friday. About to come in, about to give y'all some Black Friday content. So about to get up in here and work on a little something something. When y'all come in, like, subscribe, spam the notifications, well the messages, spam the messages, and let me know that basically y'all are where y'all coming from, and basically
You are watching a master at work.
so we about to get this thing cracking, man. This first video, let's say 2 days ago. This is Celeb Riz. This is what we reacting to.
Future's blood brother sitting in a cell while Future stacks $100 million catalog bag already sounds wild.
Everybody would keep saying the same thing though, like, Future got all this money and all this other stuff, but hey, people are supposed to. Okay. All right, let's listen though.
But the story behind it hits way deeper than people think. This ain't just some regular family drift apart situation. This got people whispering about jealousy, pressure, and even talk that someone might have been dropping info just to dodge getting wrapped up with the crew. Nobody's saying it straight, but those files paint a nasty picture. Behind Future's Miami mansion, diamonds, and luxury trips, his own brother Casino was running heavy operations.
Both of his dudes in FBG got caught by the police in trap spots. That's a little bit confusing to me, Jack. One guy basically just liquidated like his musical fame, got $100 million, and he's spending by this, that, and third, tricking on women, doing whatever he does. And then the rest of the team, they're keep getting caught in drug spots. That's kind of confusing. Ain't that confusing, Jack?
This wasn't petty work either. Casino was keeping trap houses active and sitting on 21 kilos of that dangerous product, all stashed in an Airbnb turned into a full-blown hideout spot. When the feds kicked in that door, they weren't guessing. They were reading off paperwork like they already knew what they were walking into. And here's the part the internet barely touches. We got the federal documents, we got the press conference statements, and we got the side of the story nobody ever wants to say out loud. People been asking why Future never pulled his face.
So that's good. They say they got the actual documents. So when they read through these, we'll know exactly what's going on. But I mean, pretty much we got a gist of what's going to go on, but it's always good to look through the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Just in case.
Family out the streets when he made it big, but the truth behind that answer is way darker than anyone expected. The trenches inside FBG weren't just rough. They were choking with pressure,
what's up,
fake
man? How you
loyalty,
doing?
and silent beef brewing for years.
What's
And
going on,
once you
Bridget?
connect the
What's going on,
timeline
Bridget?
from young Scooter's tragedy to Casino's
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. What's up, man? Where you coming in? Where you coming from? Where you coming in from?
case to the brothers' money issues, it starts looking like a dynasty cracking from the inside, not the outside. This whole thing has Atlanta whispering, and for good reason. So let's set the scene clearly. We got to dig into real family tension that's been eating up one of Atlanta's biggest rap families from the inside out. And trust me, once you see the receipts, you won't look at any of this the same again. The stuff buried in this story shakes the whole idea of loyalty in hip hop.
Hey, salute to South Africa, man. We're gonna hit the horn for you, South Africa. We're gonna hit that horn for you. Hit the like button for me, I hit the horn for you, bro. Like, I'm gonna hit the air horn for you. Gotta do it for you, bro. Like, alright, all the way from South Africa, we got our
A
people
lot,
there, man.
because what Future decided to do and not do shaped the whole chain of events leading up to this federal case.
We believe that
We're talking about Future. I know you know about Future. Thank you. Oh yeah. Stay positive, peace. Okay, so look, this was going on. Future brother, I stayed very close to where he was arrested at, a couple, like a street or two up from my house. And he was arrested last Friday. And it's been going crazy, man. It's been going crazy.
He has his connection to California is significant because we know, as mentioned earlier, the Mexican drug cartels smuggle fentanyl into our country over the southwest border.
So he got caught. Y'all heard what he got caught with. I ain't gonna say it.
And once we break down this investigation, the choices, the connections, and how every move lined up, you'll start seeing the patterns. This ain't random. This is a slow.
You said, can you buy my channel? That's crazy. They actually do that. I mean, I heard other YouTubers say they'll sell their channel, but I didn't know it was really a thing. But you said 40,000, and you'll give me 30%. Hey, go up there to the top of my page and reach out to me on Instagram, and we can go from there if you really want to do it.
Ocean car crash that
I
everyone
can use
ignored.
that right now.
The internet been talking about Future's brother getting grabbed by the feds for weeks, but most people only saw headlines and blogs. You know how it goes. People repeat things without knowing anything. What we got here is paperwork, timestamps, and statements straight from federal hands.
So we about to get into the paperwork. Got arrested, had photos of that Rihanna and that Rihanna brand, and that's about it.
You are watching a master at work.
We separating the real story from the street rumors. The federal complaint puts it plain as day. November 2025, around 10 p.m., this was the exact moment everything switched for the Wilburn family. Record Casino, Future's blood brother, and the man running the ground level operations for FBG was standing at a Forest Park Airbnb when the feds pulled up. We talking FBI, DEA, Homeland Security, all
Okay,
in one
cool.
pull up. They
Yeah, I
had
got you.
search warrants ready.
I'll follow
Like they
you.
were flipping the last chapter of.
Follow me, hit the like button too. Follow me and hit the like button. I'll look at your profile and I'll follow. I can't follow it right now because I'm not on the computer. I'm on my regular phone. So
A book they'd been reading for months. This wasn't randomness. This wasn't bad luck, and this wasn't noise from the neighborhood. This was part of Operation Take Back America, a nationwide mission hitting organizations hard, especially ones moving product across different states. They had everything lined up, and Casino was sitting in the middle of it without even knowing how deep the investigation went. And don't get it twisted, it wasn't some little stash either. They found 21 kilograms of fentanyl.
21 keys, bro. You know that could take out millions of people, bro. 21 keys, bro. That shit right there could take. All right, peace. I'll let you. Yeah, man. I mean,
That's
that shit could
46
take.
pounds of something so dangerous, the feds treat it like a weapon. That amount alone can take out entire cities if misused.
That shit could kill the whole New York.
No, luxury. It's not just award-winning. It's rewarding. Sattva Mattresses supports all types of sleepers. Luxury is handcrafted and assembled in American factories and brought directly to you with our complimentary in-home delivery and setup service, which is why over 90% of customers would.
This man had enough drug to kill the city of New York, my nigga.
You are watching a master at work.
I'm like, shit.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
And then you got this shit in an Airbnb, like it's sweet, bro. Like, that's the part that made me like, bro, I know you don't want to keep that shit at your house, but to get an Airbnb, my nigga, like, bro, an Airbnb, bro, somebody can come home at any given time and find everything y'all got going on in this house, bro. I just seen some stuff where they was throwing a party in somebody Airbnb, and it was like some young kids. I think it was like teenagers, and they rented out the Airbnb. It was a lot of them in there. Bruh came in that bit with a gun and ran everybody out that motherfucker.
They poison our community, but they have second order effects and spillover effects like addiction, like overdose, like violent crime in our community.
So the government wasn't playing. They walked in that Airbnb acting like they already knew what was waiting behind the bedroom door. To really understand the weight of what the feds found, picture this. Investigators straight up said the amount of product in that crib was enough to take out millions of people. That's the kind of quantity that makes the government treat you like a national threat, not just some neighborhood dealer. On top of that, the spot had nearly $500,000 worth of street product plus $380,000 in clean cash stacked up. Money counters, vacuum sealers, tools everywhere, and a Glock 19 sitting ready. This wasn't a side hustle. This was a full-blown distribution center hiding in plain sight. But here's where...
Somebody said they just broke up. That's funny. What happened? Hey, that's cool you don't smoke, bro. Like, hey, appreciate it, man. Hey, I'm not gonna smoke forever, but you know, so I'm gonna stop soon. But yeah, I appreciate that though. Thank you.
Everything gets messy and starts raising eyebrows. Future had just touched almost $100 million 2 years before all this went down, yet his people were still out here taking extreme risks like nothing changed. This doesn't look like one unlucky arrest. It looks like a pattern that's been forming around Future ever since that giant...
Bro, but like, I just feel like Casino should have had got out the streets. Who else? Scooter, before Scooter died, Scooter should have got out the street. Yeah, it's a lot of people I just felt like should have just been laying low, not doing certain things. And like Scooter, it just was crazy thing that happened to him because, you know, he basically just was going to party with his homeboy for his birthday. And I don't know if it was, I think it was Scooter's birthday or his homeboy birthday, something like that. But I know he went and hooked up with his homeboy and they had some retarded ass female to make a false call on them, and Scooter got to running. Scooter got to running from the police, and when he jumped over this gate, the gate cut his main artery, like in his leg. I jumped over a gate when I was young and cut myself up running from the police and shit, but I was like 18. I was young, so it's a breast I love my chest. Thank you, man. Hey, thank you.
Bag hit his bank account. The street's been talking for years, and situations like this are exactly why. We got young Scooter passing away in 2020 after a run gone wrong. We got other free band members popping up in police reports for different situations. And now we got Future's actual brother staring down a life sentence with no parole while Future is posting private jet photos from island resorts. It looks bad from the outside, but the truth sitting under it looks way uglier.
But what if like devil's advocate, what if Future telling his brother like, hey bro, you don't gotta do this no more, like I got you in a whole nother type way, like.
So let's rewind a bit. In 2022, Future sold his whole music catalog to influence.
For it was either 70 or 100 million, he sold his catalog, the whole catalog, up until a certain point. And then when it got to that certain point, hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, but up until a certain point, like I think he sold his music up into like 2020, 21, something like that. But everything after that is still his. He got total control over that. But he sold the rights to all the music from when he first came into the game all the way up to like 2021. And everything after that is still his, though.
Media partners for somewhere between $65 and $75 million. That's not regular rap money. That's generational wealth that flips your entire bloodline into a new financial class.
So brain gotta be.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Brain gotta be doing that shit. Like, that's on God, bro. Like, brain, them, man, they ain't gotta do that right there, dog. They ain't gotta do that.
Forever. This wasn't a tour check or a feature bag. This was ownership money. This is the type of payout that puts you in a different tax planet.
Coming from the cartel and these organizations, it's coming from a source, coming into the country, and then distributed.
And see, this the crazy part. Like, they locked Buddy up, but they got this shit look like, I don't know if this is the hold on, let me see. This is the Atlanta Conference on Mayor Fentanyl. On major fentanyl buzz. The word small, I could barely read this shit. He said what? He did for child support. To pay child support. Who? Child support for who? What? I don't know. Somebody on here talking about some damn child support. I don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, bro, we got
on a local level in these communities like Athens, like Macon, in the Middle District of Georgia, hitting the street.
But shit, they hit Columbia. They say Columbia, they had goddamn what? The biggest drug bust in Georgia history, the 200 pounds or some shit. They had some of that work. They had some of that Rihanna, my nigga.
Being distributed by gangs and local distributors. And that flow of drugs, that's not an opinion, that's a fact. That you can trace the pattern, and that's how drugs flow through our community.
As soon as that money landed.
Oh, you talking about future kids. Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about my damn kid. I mean, I'm sure he got to pay child support, but the man is a walking brand, bro. Like, all he got to do, he don't even got, like, people like Future them, they don't really even got to pay for shit. They could just go somewhere, go into a store and get it for free just because it's Future. Everybody want to take pictures with them. I know the president for sure. Like Donald Trump, he can go anywhere he want to go right now and eat for free. There's certain politicians, they can do the same thing. They can go to McDonald's, they can go wherever. They don't have to pay because they work for the government and shit. But a lot of that shit be like for publicity, because I mean, if the president come to your shit, you gon' publicize it. Like this, if the president just say, hell, he come to your restaurant, sit down and eat your food and say, damn, this the best food I ever had and shit like that, bruh, you gonna give it to him for free. How you gonna charge him for that?
Future grabbed a $16 million mansion sitting right on the Miami water. This spot wasn't normal. It had views, insane rooms, luxury everything, the kind of place that screams, I made it. But even that wasn't enough, because after that deal, Future started spending money like someone who just hit the biggest jackpot in the city. And honestly, he kind of did.
But at the end of the day, like, when you get generational wealth money like that, bro, you gotta put yourself in a position to get something like an asset that can keep everything going forward, something that's gonna always be able to be relevant as far as economic value and making money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Something that, maybe a building, anything, bro.
Here's where things get real interesting.
Style.
Hold on, y'all. I ain't got premium, man. My bad.
In the
I ain't got
Bands
premium.
wasn't just a label. It was the family structure. It was the home team. Casino wasn't just an artist signed to the roster. He was Future's actual brother, the same person who handled day-to-day operations when Future got busy touring and recording. While Future was flying state to state, Casino was the one making sure Atlanta stayed solid, making sure the name Free Band stayed heavy in the streets. and the neighborhoods where loyalty is
I don't know, but a lot of these things sound the same. Like sound like this.
everything, the rule has always been simple. If one person eats, the whole squad eats. You don't make it out and leave the same people who held you down stuck in dangerous
The
situations.
individuals who profit the most from that distribution are often not in our country, and they're profiting, making the most money out of it. That's the problem.
Blood family is supposed to be the first ones lifted out of the struggle, but Future's situation was twisted because he didn't just get money, he got extreme wealth. The kind of money that should have ended all these risky plays forever. And according to the federal complaint, the official paperwork we looked at, this wasn't some random pop-up bust. The feds weren't guessing. They had been watching this setup for a long time. They had undercover surveillance, intercepted calls, and information coming from confidential people who were putting details into the investigation. This was a planned takedown.
I hit the damn light button.
Come on now, dog.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Hit that motherfucker. I ran them up out of here.
What they believed was a major supply network, and they executed it with full confidence. Now imagine this scene. It's November 14th, around 10 p.m. Federal agents roll up to that Airbnb in Forest Park with a whole tactical team. They see two cars outside, one under Casino's name and another belonging to a dude named David Diaz, who's from California and has zero connection to Georgia. That right there already had the feds raising questions, because out-of-state cars and stash bots never look innocent. As soon as agents started executing the warrant, Casino and a female companion tried to dip out the side door. But let's be honest, Casino was not built.
I mean, he shouldn't have tried to even run in the first place, bro. It made you look. But I mean, if it looked like the damn SWAT was outside, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I would have had went out the side door too. I'd have been like, and went out this door like, for real, I ain't.
For sprinting through dark yards at night. They grabbed him almost instantly, and he had $4,000 in cash in his pocket when they detained him. Once the agents went inside, what they saw confirmed every suspicion they've been.
Like, but who told for them to pull up to this Airbnb? This what we got to break down, bro. Who told? Like, yeah.
Building. Right in the kitchen, on the stove, inside duffel bags, 17 kilograms of suspected fentanyl bricks, all wrapped up. Some of the bricks even had designer logo.
Are we talking about that casino shit with Future and them, dog? You know what I'm saying? I hit the like button if y'all ain't hit it yet. If not, it's cool. If you have, cool. Yeah, we talking about Casino now, you know what I'm saying? Casino now got locked up last Friday, man. And shit ain't been right in Atlanta, bro. Shit been looking ugly, bro. Like, he a big player out here, bro. That's Future brother now. He a big player. But we trying to figure out who the hell. It sounds like somebody telling somewhere, like, you know what I'm saying? We just trying to figure out who the hell telling around.
Go stamped into them, including Louis Vuitton. That's the type of branding suppliers use when they're moving product like it's a luxury item. That type of designer branding on product is why seeing Louis Vuitton logo stamped on fentanyl bricks is the craziest mix of luxury and.
Damn, they said they had Louis Vuitton stamped on the kilo. LV, Louis Vuitton.
Danger anyone could imagine.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we print everything you need to run your business? We print banners and signs that help you stand out, and must-have merch like tote bags, t-shirts, and hoodies. Right now, new customers can get 20% off with code U20, because if you need it, we print it at Vistaprint.com.
That's my girl.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks to Children's Claritin, she can play without allergies in the way.
I should try that for my son.
Hey, what's up? What's
Pediatrician
up?
recommended and provides 24-hour non-drowsy relief. Plus, the chewables are dye-free.
Claritin clears. Use as directed. And the irony hits even harder when you remember Future is out here rocking real Louis bags while his brother was sitting on Poison wrapped in the same logo. That contradiction alone tells you how twisted this whole situation really is. But the fentanyl wasn't even the detail that made investigators look sideways. Inside that Airbnb, agents found around $300,000 in rubber-banded stacks spread all over the place. Then they found another $80,000 sitting inside one of Casino's designer bags. That's a total of $380,000 believed to be straight profit from the operation. On top of that, they had money counters and vacuum sealers, the type of equipment.
Money counters, vacuum sealers.
People use when they're moving real weight and dealing with serious cash flow. But this story goes far beyond Casino's arrest. This is part of a bigger pattern surrounding FBG ever since Future reached superstar levels. And one of the saddest pieces of this puzzle is young Scooter's passing in 2020. Rest in peace to him. The situation that took his life wasn't just tragic, it was preventable if the right support and resources were there. Here's the truth about
the resources and the support. I don't believe that. I just believe that Scooter had went to the party with his homie. The girl was upset because she wasn't invited. She called the police over there. Scooter ran, and Scooter tried to jump a fence, and ultimately it led to his demise. I mean, rest in peace, Scooter. You know what I'm saying? That is just very unfortunate that somebody would have been that evil to call the police at somebody's house because you can't be a part of a party.
How Scooter lost his life. He was inside a trap house when someone made a false call to the police. When officers pulled up, Scooter panicked and tried to escape. He jumped a fence, but a metal stake caught his leg and sliced into a major artery. He passed away right there from the bleeding. That's the kind of situation people avoid when they have stable income, safe environments, and a real plan outside the streets. What makes everything even crazier is that Future literally predicted pieces of this in his music. In one of his songs, he said, "Feds did a sweep."
They do got a video called Feds Did a Sweep.
And in the video, Casino was right there surrounded by cash, living that lifestyle like it was nothing. And now the real feds actually did sweep through, and Casino is facing a possible life sentence for conspiracy to distribute fentanyl. It's like the exact scenes from the music videos came back around in real life. Now let's talk about what Casino is truly up against. Conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute fentanyl, especially in a case involving 21 kilograms, is no small charge. This is the type of case where the penalties don't just add up, they stack heavy.
The penalties is like, penalties is crazy, bro. Like, you got 21 kilos, like, if you got 21 grams, you might be fucked up. But 21 keys, that's horrible.
The federal mandatory minimums alone can lock someone in for life. And with fentanyl being treated like a national emergency, prosecutors go extra hard on every case involving big quantities. And before anyone tries to blame everything on Future, this situation might not be as simple as he left his people behind. Maybe he tried to help and they didn't want to leave the lifestyle. Maybe personal issues caused separation. Maybe family drama pushed people in different directions. We don't know the private details, but when you look at the pattern, Scooter gone, facing life, other FBG members getting into trouble, it paints a picture of someone who made it out while the rest of the crew stayed stuck in dangerous cycles. Now let's talk numbers, because $70 million in real ownership money is enough to flip everyone's life around for good. That's the type of cash that could put every member of FBG into real legit opportunities. Real estate properties, music companies, tech startups, restaurants, construction firms, all legal names that bring in serious money without risking prison or losing your life. With that kind of wealth, Future could have built a full business ecosystem for his whole circle. But instead, the crew ended up split, Future and Mansions, while some people around him were still tied to decisions that got deadly or sent people into federal custody. It's a story that shows the dangerous gap that forms when one person escapes the trenches, but the rest of the team never makes the transition. Instead, while Future...
But you gotta remember, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think his brother is older than him, if I'm not mistaken. I actually think his brother is older than him. So it's like, how is the little brother gonna tell the big brother what to do in this situation?
Was out in Miami buying waterfront mansions and living a dream lifestyle.
And they keep saying he buying waterfront mansions, and I mean, bro, he got the money to do it. Buy the shit. That's what he want. That's his money. Like, I can't really get mad at the man for splurging on himself. Like, you mad, nigga? No, I'm not. I'm not saying that about
his blood brother was hiding out in an Airbnb stacked with enough fentanyl to take out entire cities. That contrast is why
they said they had enough fentanyl to take out a city, my nigga.
Damn!
A whole city.
And shows how far apart their lives really were. But here's something nobody really breaks down: the psychology that hits when someone goes from nothing to everything. Sudden wealth can twist your mind in ways people don't expect. Sometimes you want distance from the struggle because it reminds you of your past. Sometimes you think handing out money is enough to fix everything. But money without real structure,
that's what I'm saying. Y'all get money, bro, but make your money make money for you so it can make it easier for you. Like, don't just buy just crazy shit. Buy shit that's gonna help you make money, bro. Like, back in the days, bro, like early 2000s, bro, I had to buy like multiple CD burners. They was like this, about this tall, boom. I had about 4 or 5 of them, CD and DVD burners. And they burnt like 5 or 6 at a time, depending on which machine I was putting them in. And but I was tearing them up, selling them CDs and movies, man, back in the day.
So long-term plans just creates new problems wrapped in
moral of the story, buy something that's gonna make you some more money.
Fancy packaging. Loyalty is supposed to be the foundation in neighborhoods where you grow up together. The code is simple. You don't leave your people behind, especially not family. But success changes people. Maybe Future felt like he couldn't save everyone, even if he wanted to. Maybe he offered help and got pushed back. Maybe he tried to guide certain people into legit lanes, but they stayed tied to the streets. Or maybe he got too comfortable in his new life and forgot the unwritten rules that kept everyone connected in the first place. And this situation ain't rare in hip hop. We keep seeing the same cycle repeat itself. An artist blows up, their income jumps into a different world, and suddenly the day ones become distant memories. We've seen this happen with so many stars who made it big but left their home teams behind, chasing the spotlight. But this case hits different because we're not talking about some childhood friend. This is blood family. Casino wasn't just a street associate. This was Future's actual.
I mean, but it's only so much he can do, and then you gotta think about it like this: Future living in Miami. He probably be up here in Atlanta, but He probably ain't even up here like that. He probably, bro, he got a $16 million mansion in Atlanta. I'm not on tour. I'm gonna be at my house. Like that's just me. Especially if I pay $16 million, I don't want to do nothing but go home for sure, Cause it's gonna be some shit in there.
Brother, someone who helped build the foundation around him. What makes this even heavier is the operation Casino got wrapped up in. This wasn't some local.
A false person from a real one. Good question. Somebody that backhand compliments, somebody that's always in competition with you, and someone that's just not genuine or loyal to how they feel about you, and they're not like 100% as far as the relationship goes between you two. I don't know what you know trying to get at, but yeah. Like Stefanski, he's fake. He's a fake person. Shador Sanders, he's real. We'll say that. Y'all don't clip that up now, because I don't want to get nobody in trouble. Nah, I feel like loyalty is more important than love. I feel loyalty that definitely is more important. Yeah.
Bust by county police. This was Operation Take Back America, a massive federal initiative aimed at dismantling international criminal groups. The government views this as a national security issue, not a neighborhood problem. They're targeting cartels, foreign gangs, and large-scale distribution networks.
And that's the only way they're gonna be able to get that is if they messing with them type of people. So that's really what's going on. They trying to say this shit bigger than rap. Just like they got an organization going. Like this ain't no Young Thug shit, bro. That little shit with all that little, this ain't that, bro. It's bigger than that, bro. I don't know who behind it, but somebody gonna flip. I feel somebody gonna have to flip, and that's why I feel bad for Casino, because he's like a higher up in it. By him being higher up in the ranks, the lower people, when they get them and they get in there in the interrogation room, they're gonna be like, "Do you want to spend the rest of your life behind jail, or do you want to cop out and maybe we give you five years and you make it out of here?"
Works spreading dangerous products across the country. Getting caught inside this kind of federal sweep is no small thing. The feds aren't looking for quick plea deals or soft outcomes. They're trying to lock major players away for decades. And the second name tied to this case, Diaz,
Damn,
from California with 0 Georgia roots, tells you everything. This wasn't just local hustling. This looks like an interstate pipeline stretching across multiple states, maybe even connected to Mexican cartels moving fentanyl across the southwest border. Getting caught inside this kind of federal sweep was no small thing. The feds aren't looking for quick plea deals or soft outcomes. They're trying to lock major players.
Yeah, they're trying to, because, bruh, if you got 21 keys, bruh, you know somebody that we don't know. It says you wouldn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to get you up out of here, brother. I wish any of them was in here. Granny was in, she would have got your punk ass out of here, but I got you, bro. Go hug your mama's shadow. Yeah, we ain't got time for that, bro. We gotta be having some clown ass niggas coming in.
There's a way for decades.
Bro, what is
and this situation isn't just a family problem. It's a federal level storm that changed everything. At the core of this whole situation, Casino's case
is on God, bro. Like some of these guys coming here, bro. I don't know if they dudes, I don't know if they kids, I don't know who got somebody got their phone, but bro.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Just about the product, the feds, or the charges. It's about loyalty, responsibility, and how success can twist the bond between people who once moved like they were inseparable. Future made it out the struggle, but did he really make it out if his own brother is staring down a life sentence with no way back? That question.
But see, I mean, I gotta still keep it to you, your own man, bro. You're your own man, like, I mean, what you want Future to grab him like he a baby and take him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's, yeah, y'all hit the like button though, but yeah, I don't.
It hits hard. Can someone truly enjoy generational wealth when their blood brother might
shit? If I sold my catalog for 70-some thousand,
spend his life behind concrete walls. How do you sit in a mansion worth millions, staring at ocean views, knowing your family is locked up in federal custody?
And bro, all he could do is try to get a lawyer at this point. It's nothing else he could do. Y'all want him to go and break into jail and take him out? Like, I mean,
with no clear future. That conflict hits deeper than any chart-topping hit or trophy on the shelf. And now the big question hangs over everything. What does this do to Future's legacy? How do you celebrate being one of Atlanta's biggest names when your own family is still wrapped in the system you escaped years ago?
For the most comfortable, luxurious, eco-friendly, and affordable.
Enjoy a private jet flight when your brother might never see outside sunlight again. These are the uncomfortable realities that...
Bro, I'm gonna sleep good and enjoy it well. I mean, I feel bad for him, but shit, I mean, ain't nothing I can do. I mean, what happened is what happened, shit. What you want me to do? I get him the best law that money can buy, get him a good lawyer, and we go from there. I mean, if we lose in court, we just lose.
That come with fame, money, and distance. This whole situation shines a spotlight on the side of hip-hop success that rarely gets talked about. Everyone cheers when an artist gets rich and breaks records. But the responsibility that comes with that wealth is a whole different story. When you make it out, do you have...
See, they putting too much on Future on this, bro. Like, they putting too much on Future, bro. Like, bro, that's a whole nother man. That's his brother, but that don't make it to where it's like Future just, you know what I'm saying? Like, can control the man. Like, he's a total different person.
Have a duty to pull your people out too? And if you do, how far does that duty go? Is offering help enough? Or do you gotta drag people into the right direction even when they fighting it? Future's catalog sale was supposed to be a huge moment for the culture. A man from Atlanta securing real ownership money, proving that hip-hop can generate long-term security and legacy-level wealth. But the victory feels stained now, because while he was securing that massive bag, his own people were still stuck in the same dangerous cycle that he escaped years ago. And we don't know the full inside story. Maybe Future tried to help Casino and things got complicated. Maybe there was deep family tension that pushed them apart. Maybe Casino had options but stayed tied to the streets. Or maybe Future got too comfortable in his new life and forgot the unwritten rules that kept everyone connected in the first place. These are questions we may never get clear answers to. But one thing is certain, Casino is facing a possible life sentence without parole. That means no coming home, no fresh start, no second chapter. That's permanent. That's forever. Meanwhile, Future is posting vacation pictures, living the luxury life, and flying city to city without a worry. The contrast is so intense that it forces everyone to look at success, loyalty, and family in a new way. Maybe Future really did try to help. Maybe his people didn't listen. Maybe legit opportunities were offered and
we don't know what happened, but when this motion discovery drop, somebody gonna get the paperwork and we gonna see what's going on, bro. Cause this some different shit. All right, y'all, we going to law and crime.
Whether you're in an office, a bakery,
Hold on, y'all, I got the commercials, but law and crime inside the plot to kill Julio Fulio.
or a construction site, 1-800-GOT-JUNK can make your junk disappear.
A Florida rapper is fatally gunned down while celebrating his birthday.
See, the shooters are getting in position for their planned out murder.
Officials arrested 5 people in connection to the fatal ambush, but only one has been convicted so far.
Did you know that Charles Jones was going to die on June 23rd of 2024?
No, I did not. We'll explain what her conviction means for her other 4 co-defendants, plus what prosecutors say was the motive behind the deadly attack.
This is Inside the Crime, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner. Investigators say this was a well-organized hit. The gunman tracked down the victim from an Instagram post. They followed him from place to place and then ambushed him in a hotel parking lot.
I mean, I heard a lot of shots, so I didn't know what went on. Somebody shooting in the air, somebody got shot at. I didn't know.
Did you know that somebody died?
No.
That was Alicia Andrews explaining her side of the story when she took the stand in her own defense. The 22-year-old was accused of helping her boyfriend and his friends plan the murder of Charles Andrew Jones II, who's known better by his stage name, Julio Fulio.
And he only saw his killers for mere seconds as they rapidly closed in on him, dressed from head to toe in all black, like ninjas coming out of the dark.
The case surprisingly landed in a Tampa courtroom a little more than a year after the crime. But let's go back to June of 2024. Julio Fulio had just turned 27 years old. In a flyer posted to Instagram a week before the shooting, the Jacksonville rapper said that he'd be coming to Tampa. He likely thought only those who...
Nigga, super young, man. 27, bruh. You damn near a kid at 27. Like, I mean, you young. You ain't no kid, but you super young at 27, bro.
wanted to celebrate him would turn up. According to detectives, 5 other people had other plans. On June 23rd, Julio Fulio had gone to a few clubs in Tampa for his birthday, but there was a group tracking him down, and they were close behind him. According to officials, Julio Fulio's movements were tracked and surveilled that night, and how the suspects found him? Well, he reportedly shared his location on social media. As the night was winding down, he was planning to check into the La Quinta Hotel in Tampa. Then, masked gunmen arrived to the hotel. Remind you, there were other people staying that night. In surveillance video shared by Tampa police, you can see a dark-colored car parked near the hotel lobby entrance. Seconds later, 2 masked gunmen are running on what looks like the side of the hotel, while another appears to be sneaking through the hotel's parking lot. Then, bullets begin flying. That dark-colored car parked near the entrance then speeds off to try to avoid the gunshots. The driver narrowly escaped with her life, but it wasn't the same for the passenger. The car was carrying the rapper who died in the passenger seat. 3 others had to be hospitalized, but thankfully they survived. The following month, arrests were made in connection to the shooting.
Hands up and walk toward me. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Stop. Stop. Turn around. Walk to me. Walk to me. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hands around your back. Turn. Now walk back to sound of my voice. Come on. Keep coming. 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 Walk back to me.
On July 27th, Alicia Andrews, her boyfriend Isaiah Chance, and their friend Sean Gathright were arrested in Jacksonville. During a press conference 2 days later, investigators revealed the motive behind the shooting.
These individuals took extreme measures to try to cover their actions, but they were no match for our investigators. Isaiah Chance, Alicia Andrews, Sean Gathright, Davion Murphy, and Rashard Murphy are all accused of playing a role in Jones's death. The investigation would later reveal that the three armed shooters were Sean Gathright, Rashard Murphy, and Davion Murphy. Detectives used footage from the scene, license plate readers, and phone logs to identify two vehicles and link them back to the suspects. Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6 Block gang. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville.
When officials announced the arrest of Alicia, Isaiah, and Sean, the other suspects, Davion Murphy and his cousin Rashad, were still on the run. Rashad was arrested a day after the July 29th press conference. Video posted by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office showed law enforcement.
Yeah, that man got arrested with a puppy and a Bible. He had a Bible and a puppy in his hand. He was like, they would never shoot me if I had a Bible and a puppy in my hand. Like, that right there is funny.
Including SWAT units surrounding a local apartment complex. And he ultimately surrendered to law enforcement. His cousin Davion was the 5th and final suspect to be arrested. He was arrested in January after 6 months on the run. According to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, 27-year-old Davion Murphy was arrested by the Sheriff's Office gang unit and U.S. Marshals after he was found hiding out also in a Jacksonville apartment complex. Again, Davion Murphy, Rashad Murphy, as well as Sean Gathright are accused of being the triggermen we saw on that shocking surveillance video. Meanwhile, Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance are accused of being lookouts who followed Julio while he was in Tampa. But all are still facing first-degree murder charges, whether or not they allegedly pulled the trigger. Out of the 5, Alicia Andrews was the first to go on trial.
Defendant does not have to be present when the crime is committed or
Meet my dad. National University supports all his ends with flexible
committed. But in this case, folks, you will hear that this defendant, Alicia Andrews, was right there, driving right next to that Dodge Charger in the seconds before this murder happened. So why was he targeted? You won't hear any evidence to suggest that he had anything to do with that shooting. He was affiliated with 6 Block. And you're going to hear the evidence that he wasn't just a member of 6 Block, he was a notorious member of 6 Block. Probably the most well-known member of that gang. In fact, he was the public face of 6 Block. The spokesperson, basically. He posted on social media, but most notoriously and notably, he wasn't just a spokesperson for 6 Block, he was a certified celebrity. Charles Jones had millions of followers on social media, if not tens of millions of followers. Because he engaged in an activity that you heard a little bit about yesterday from one of your fellow jurors, and he was spot on. That's exactly what the evidence is going to show you in this case. This long-standing pattern of what is called drill rap. And it is an activity that
drill rap. It's an instant. I never heard somebody say drill rap so proper. Well, hold on, let me see.
It was spot on. That's exactly what the evidence is going to show you in this case. This long-standing pattern of what is called drill rap.
Drill rap.
And it is an activity that Charles Jones embraced and that he engaged in under the name Julio Fulio, which was in fact his street name, Fulio. Julio Fulio. In this type of rap music, it's not just rap, it's disrespect. It's making fun of and disparaging not only ATK and 1200, the opposing gangs, but disparaging their members by name. Disparaging, and probably most incendiary you will find in the evidence, bragging about the death or deaths of other ATK 1200 members who have been
bragging. I don't know if this is the prosecutor or because I never watched the case.
And murdered.
During the defense's opening statement, Alicia's attorney offered jurors multiple explanations of why she's not guilty of her charges.
On the weekend, Charles Jones was killed. Alicia Andrews was on a weekend trip.
So, yeah, this right here, like, this is a good one to react to because, but they got some bullshit going on right here. Her defense is terrible.
With her boyfriend, with only one agenda, to be with her boyfriend. 2, Alicia Andrews is not in the game. 3,
okay.
With the exception of her boyfriend, Alicia Andrews did not know any of those men in that group, and none of those men in that group knew Alicia Andrews. As a matter of fact, if there was some conspiracy, Alicia Andrews was not in the loop because she was not in the group. 4.
He thought he had a one with that one. He said, she's not in the loop because she's not in the group. He thought he had a He thought he had a one.
Alicia Andrews is not
hey, hold on. I gotta go back.
Conspiracy. Alicia Andrews was not in the loop because she was not in the group.
You said she was not in the loop because she was not in the group. Bruh. He thought he was that boy thought he was Johnny Cochran 2.0. If the glove don't fit, it must have quit. Look at that. He thought he was Johnny Cochran.
4. Alicia Andrews is not a part of the drill rap culture or the drill rap.
Damn.
5. Alicia Andrews did not have any physical evidence on any weapon displayed by the state. You would not find DNA, fingerprints, no physical evidence whatsoever linking Alicia Andrews to this case. 6. Alicia Andrews did not have a motive. In other words, there is no evidence whatsoever to support this case of conspiracy or first-degree murder against Alicia Andrews. I'm sure you're wondering, there's no evidence against Alicia Andrews, then why are we here? We're here because of the perception of the facts of one man. Detective Juan Ramos. But ladies and gentlemen of the jury, perception is not reality.
On day 8 of trial, in a stunning move, Alicia opted to take the stand in her own defense.
Did you know that Charles Jones was going to die on June 23rd of 2024?
No, I did not.
Of course she
Did
gonna
you
say
have
no.
any involvement in Charles Jones's murder?
No, I did not.
Did anyone tell you anything about a plot to kill Charles Jones when you went to Tampa?
No, they didn't.
When you started to date Isaiah Chance, how was your relationship with him?
In the beginning, it was good, I would say. And then he changed over time. I mean, once we got comfortable with each other.
What did he change? What changed about him?
He started to be a little more controlling. Like as I got older and I would want to go out, he didn't like that.
In what ways was he controlling?
Like he would tell me what to post, what not to post, or if he didn't want me to take something down, or don't wear this, don't wear that, like little stuff like that.
And when he was having these controlling ways, would you listen to him?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, I didn't know nobody at the time.
Other than just having controlling ways, did Isaiah Chance ever put his hands on you?
Yes.
How many times?
I wouldn't say I was counting, but we've seen a few times.
Do you remember the first time that it happened?
Yes.
When was the first time that it happened?
Back in like 2021 at his house.
What happened in that situation?
We were arguing over the phone. Like he wanted my phone and I wouldn't give it to him. And that was the first time he ever like snatched it and he ended up hitting me.
Hit you how?
With a closed fist. And I was kind of like just blocking myself and saying stop.
At what point did you figure out that Isaiah Chance was going to Tampa, Florida?
That's the next day I called him on the 22nd.
Alright. This is the day of?
Yeah, the day
Your
we
trip
leave.
now?
Yes.
Alright. And how did you learn that he was going to Tampa?
I called him early that day like we always do, and I'm like, what you doing today? He said, I might be going out of town. I said, I wanted to go.
Did he tell you what he was going out of town for?
No.
Why did you want to go out of town with him?
Well, we were supposed to go to Atlanta and we ended up fighting, so I didn't go.
You said you were supposed to go to Atlanta, and what happened?
We ended up fighting, so I didn't go.
When were you supposed to go to Atlanta?
That's not like now. This where the lies coming in at. This where the lies coming in at. They were supposed to go to Atlanta, but I think they did catch one of the niggas in Atlanta or some shit. I forget now. Like don't get me the but hold on. Let's listen, y'all. Hold on.
It was the beginning of June.
Alright. So, did he tell you where he was going?
What the?
Like the city?
Yeah.
Alright. So, what did you know about the trip?
Tell my son. She tried to make Atlanta look poppin'. This bitch said, oh, we were supposed to go to Atlanta, but y'all end up in the same state in another city, bro. Like, bro, where Atlanta? But I think something happened with a nigga in Atlanta that had something to do with the shit. They found him in
At the time,
Atlanta.
he just said, not him. He told me to pack my stuff.
Where were you at when you had that conversation with him?
I'm at home.
Do you know where he was?
No.
Did you come to find out where he was?
Yes.
Alright, where was he at?
He referred to him as his little brother. He said his little brother's house.
Alright, and how did you find out that he was at his little brother's house?
When I arrived and get in the car with him, he drives to someone's house and I said, why are we here? He said, we're gonna rob my little brother.
Alright. When you say little brother, who is that?
Sean Catherine.
Okay. At what point did you figure out that Isaiah Chance was going to Tampa, Florida?
That's the next day I called him on the 22nd.
Alright. This is the day of?
Yeah, the day
the
we
trip
leave.
now?
Yes.
Alright. And how did you learn that he was going to Tampa?
I called him early that day like we always do, and I'm like, what you doing today? He said, I might be going out of town. I said, I wanted to go.
Did he tell you what he was going out of town for?
No.
Why did you want to go out of town with him?
Well, we were supposed to go to Atlanta, and we ended up fighting, so I didn't go.
You said you were supposed to go to Atlanta, and what happened?
We ended up fighting, so I didn't go.
That's supposed to go to Atlanta.
It was the beginning of June.
Alright. So, did he tell you where he was going?
What the?
Like the city?
Yeah.
Alright. So, what did you know about the trip?
Nothing much.
Did you know who was going?
No, at the time he just said me and him. He told me to pack my stuff.
Where were you at when you had that conversation with him?
I'm at home.
Do you know where he was?
No.
Did you come to find out where he was?
Yes.
Where was he at?
He referred to him as his little brother. He said his little brother's house.
Alright. And how did you find out that he was at his little brother's house?
When I arrive and get in the car with him, he drives to someone's house, and I said, why are we here? He said, we're gonna rob my little brother.
Alright. When you say little brother, who is that?
Sean Catherine.
Okay. So you get in another vehicle, and where do you sit in the vehicle?
Back seat.
And what happens next?
We drive off to a gas station.
What happens at the gas station?
I get out and get snacks.
Alright. And do you know if there's anyone at the gas station? Anyone else?
No.
Alright. What happens after you get snacks from that gas station? You all go to Tampa?
No, they drove to some, I guess, apartments.
Apartment complex?
Yes.
And what happens at the apartment complex?
They get out of the car and they dap two bigger guys up, but they had the windows outside.
So let me back up. You said they. Who is they get out of the car?
Sean and Isaiah get out of the car and they dap to the two bigger guys, two dark skinned
And
guys.
explain what you mean by dap.
Like shaking hands, acknowledging each other.
What happens after they get out, they being Isaiah Chance and Sean Gafford, after they get out and they acknowledge these other two individuals?
They get back in the car.
Hey man, y'all kicking me on the Common Cafe. Like, subscribe, share, hit notification. Peace.